Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me? Give me a little wave. Good, thanks. We're going to use a bolster, a block, and a strap, if you have that nearby. We're going to start in just 1 minute. Okay. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Kaiut class this morning. My name is Cindy. If I haven't met you before, welcome. We're going to start in just a couple seconds. Butch is coming to get his legs up the wall. So I have I have Butch and Michelle here today as our models. So we are going to start with your legs up the wall. We're also going to use a strap and a bolster. Hi, Robert. A strap, a bolster, and a block. So if you have those nearby, you will be pushing yourself away from the wall. So you could grab those in a minute if you don't have them. So let's get started and bring your legs up the wall and your head on your bolster. And then bring your hips back, a comfortable position where your lower lumbar is completely touching the floor, if that's there for you. So you want to make sure that your back can touch the floor and you're not too close to the wall. So relaxing the feet. Bring your hands, interlocking your fingers underneath your head. If it's there for you, underneath your bolster. Good. Let the elbows drop to the floor. And closing your eyes down, just letting everything go, just bringing yourself to the practice. Just be here, letting everything else go. You can bring your chin away from the chest, breathing into the pose. It's bringing our body and mind to the practice, and slowing down the system. The feet are relaxed, legs relaxed, the belly is soft. No effort. Just let the pose do the work. And slowing everything down. Just feel the spine melting towards the floor. Keeping your legs where they are, you could release the hands from underneath your head or your bolster and push the bolster back above your head, all the way back, bringing the head onto the floor. You're going to extend your hands all the way back above your head on the floor. So straightening the elbows out. The hands should be shoulder width apart. Now, if it's there for you, you could bring your hands underneath your bolster like Michelle is. So the palms of your hands are underneath your bolster and the elbows are extended. So palms are open and feel the skin stretching on the palms of the hands. So ideally, you want your elbows straight here. If there is too much going on in the shoulders and you're feeling that restriction too much, you could bring the back of your hands onto the top of your bolster. So bring the earth up to the back of your hands, whether it's a bolster or a blanket, enabling your elbows to be as straight as you can get them. Good. And still letting the belly relax. So spread your fingers here. Just feel the skin on your palms stretching. So feel the fabric of your bolster in the palm of your hand, or feel the air and feel the bolster on the back of your hand, depending on where your hands are, reaching up. So making sure your arms are away from your ears. Your neck is relaxed. So waking up the shoulders. As you reach up, feel the sides of the torso, the ribs opening in this stretch. Good. Just feel the spine moving towards your mat, bringing the chin away from the chest. And keeping your legs where they are. Move the thumbs closer together. So whether your hands are underneath your bolster or on top of your bolster, just change the positioning here. Just touching on the restrictions in the shoulders in a little bit of a different way, just that angle. And just notice the difference. Reaching up and spreading your fingers. And try and have all 10 fingernails touching either the floor or the back of your bolster. Good. And the elbows are straight. Just breathe into the upper chest, letting the neck relax. Just letting this pose slow down the nervous system. Okay, slowly releasing the hands from underneath your bolster or above, bringing them down very slowly all the way to the sides of the torso. And feel the sensations here moving through the shoulders, down the side body. You can bend the knees and bring your feet flat on the floor, pushing yourself away from the wall. So you could lay on the back, your back here. Mm-hmm. So Michelle's going to move away from the wall to give you guys a better view for throughout the class. Just let the lower back sort of melt into your mat, and the feet are flat on the floor. Your legs are bent, your knees are bent, yeah. And your head is on the floor. So if you have your bolster, you can move your bolster to the side. And then find your strap. So you're going to take your strap. So the feet are flat on the floor, knees bent. And then you're going to take your strap and then divide it in half and then fold it once again. So your strap is in 4. You have 4 layers to your strap here. Good. Bringing your hands onto your strap, you're going to squeeze your strap shoulder width apart. So bringing the palms of your hands, grabbing on and squeezing your strap. Okay. Shoulder width apart. Good. And bringing that strap above your head towards the ceiling. No. Stay right there. Good. Sorry, I'm talking to Michelle. And maybe some of you out there, I'm not sure. I can't see everybody. Okay, so your strap is towards the ceiling. Good. And your elbows are straight. Looking up at your strap, try and bring your wrist as straight as you can so that line between your forearm and the back of your hand is straight. Your knuckles are flush, sort of with this parallel with the ceiling. Good. And squeeze your strap. And then gently press the lower back into the floor. So we're gently bringing the spine into this pose. It's just a light effort here. So your hands are shoulder width apart and you're pressing the strap, squeezing the strap. And now push the strap in your arms towards the ceiling. So just bringing the arms a little bit out of the shoulders, pressing towards the ceiling. Good. Try and bring the back of your hands as straight as you can. So it's just one line towards the ceiling. Nancy, just bring your arms a little bit towards the wall. So you're straight towards the, good. Really good. Squeezing that strap, pressing the arms towards the ceiling. Really good. So still squeezing the strap, holding the strap shoulder width apart, really slowly bringing the strap above the head towards the floor. So the back of the hands, if it's there for you, is going to come all the way down to the floor. If it's not, you could bring your bolster above your head. And if you guys were in the class with me, I'd be running around bringing bolsters. But yeah, if you can't bring your hands to the floor, then have a blanket or a bolster underneath the back of your hands. Bringing the back of your hands and the forearms towards the floor, touching the floor if that's there for you. So you're still squeezing, and just bring your awareness to the back of your hands. Try and touch the floor even more. So the whole back of the hand is touching the floor, shoulder width apart. And the spine is melting towards the floor. So a little bit of effort, bringing those abs in, pressing down into the floor. Good, you guys. Okay, staying right here. You're going to bring your awareness more to that right arm, extending the right arm towards the wall or the back of the room or the center of the room, wherever you guys are. So bringing effort to the right arm, pressing that a little bit more towards the room. So bringing that right shoulder away from the body. And breathe. Sometimes when we're in these poses, we tend to hold our breath. So it's just natural breathing, but remember to breathe. Don't hold your breath. Bring the chin away from the chest, opening up the chest. Okay, releasing the work on the right side. Now extend the left hand out, the left arm away out of the shoulder. Yeah, just reaching up on the left side. Really feeling this in the side body, the sides of the ribs, at the bottom of the shoulder structure. Maybe feeling it in the upper back. And press the spine into the floor. So a gentle contraction in the abs. Making sure the nose is center, pointing up towards the ceiling. As you reach up on the left side, just feel the sensations here. Where is that touching on in your body? Maybe you're feeling this in the back of the skull, in the upper back. Just notice what's going on. Staying here with that intention on the left side, bring the right side into the party as well. So reaching up on both sides, extending out away from the torso. Feeling this down the sides of the body, even deeper. Reaching up. Really good, you guys. Imagining your arms extending, growing longer. Just feel the arms getting longer away from the body. Really good. It's when we're in these poses when we're holding them for a significant amount of time, we really notice what's going on. So in your daily life, you might not really feel that restriction in the shoulders. You might think, my shoulders are pretty good. When we stay in these poses, we're touching on those restrictions and trying to break them down before we notice them in our daily lives, before we notice the restriction taking hold and stopping us from doing what we want to do. Reaching up. Okay, release the effort, release your strap, and bring the arms all the way down to the sides of the body. Just feel. You could bring your bolster underneath your head. Let your feet fall all the way down to the ends of your mat. Yeah, you might have to move away from the wall if you're a little bit close. I'm going to take a resting pose here. Just feel the work sinking in. So bringing your hands underneath your bolster or your head, interlocking your fingers, and let the legs go wide on the floor. Just feel the lower back. Good. Just let the work sink in. So your head is on the bolster. The feet are falling to the sides. Just breathe here. Wherever your hands are, if they're interlocked underneath your bolster, your head, change the interlocking. And then bring the feet close to the torso. So if you want to bend your knees, and you're going to bring the feet, the soles of the feet together. You're going to come into Supa Bhattachanasana. Bringing the feet as close as you can to the torso. So the heels as close as you can to the torso. Relaxing that effort in the lower back. And just let the knees fall to the sides. So let gravity do the work here. And closing the eyes down. Good. Okay, so keeping the knees where they are, the heels where they are. You're going to remove the bolster from underneath the head. You could just bring it to the side or push it above your head. And then grab your strap once again. So bringing your strap, you're going to fold it again twice. So it's in quarters. But this time you're going to bring the hands together at the center and then bring them above the head towards the ceiling. Yeah. And once again, have a look at the hand, the wrist. You want to bring the wrist straight. You don't want it bending back so that you're looking at a bent wrist. You want the wrist straight, and so that your forearm and the back of your hand is one straight line towards the ceiling. And now press that lower back into the floor. So bring the abs into the pose, pressing the lower back into your mat just gently here. The knees are falling to the side. Trying to have the whole back touching the floor. I know Michelle's like, that's not going to happen with her. Yeah. And she's saying that when she presses her lower back into the floor, it makes her knees come up a little bit. And that's definitely okay. So we're pressing the back. It's just bringing the whole spine and abs into the pose. And pushing the elbows and the arms away from the chest, squeezing your strap, squeezing it tight in the center towards the ceiling. Okay. And then very slowly, you could bring the arms above the head towards the floor. So the back of the hands are going towards the floor. Once again, if you need a bolster to support the back of the hands, bring your bolster above the head or a blanket, supporting the back of the hands if that's too much on the shoulders. Good, you guys. Yeah, bringing the hands in the center of the strap, then all the way back above the head. And pushing those hands away from the top of the head. And now bring more effort into that right arm. Okay, so the sides of the hands are together, but bring your awareness to that right shoulder and move the arm away from the shoulder. So bringing the work into the right side. So you're feeling this more coming down the right side, below the shoulder structure, all the way down the side ribs. Maybe even feeling this in the hip. Just reaching up more on that right side. The lower back is engaged, pressing into the floor. The soles of the feet are together and the knees are dropping towards the floor. You guys are doing amazing. There's a lot going on here. So feeling sensation throughout the body. So the toes are touching, the heels are touching. And there's more effort on that right side. Pushing that arm away from the shoulders. Good. Okay, letting that effort go on the right side. Bring the effort into the left side. So pushing up the left side. So the face, the nose is still central, straight, pointing towards the ceiling. The only thing that's making that left side engage is your effort in the left arm, that left wrist, reaching up towards the center of the room. Feeling this in the left side of the torso. You guys are doing amazing. Soles of the feet together. Spine is pressing into the floor. Just feeling this in the elbows, the forearms, the shoulders, all the way down that left side. Breathing into the pose. Okay, staying with the effort in the left side, bring the effort into the right side as well. So pushing up on both sides, really extending. Feeling this down the sides of the torso. Just keeping the shoulders away from the ears, reaching up. And pressing onto the strap. Guys are doing amazing. Okay, staying here with the effort in the arms. Bring the knees up so the feet are flat on the floor. So the effort is in the arms. And now bring the back of the hands off the floor 2 inches and then staying right there. So reaching up, good, extending those elbows straight and lifting the back of the hands off the floor or your block or your bolster, wherever they were, bringing them 2 inches away. Yeah, we're really, really waking up the shoulders here. Surprisingly, I have very little noise in the room. Nobody's saying anything. They're very intense. So the feet are flat on the floor. Good, you guys. Lifting the back of the hands, staying right here just a little bit longer. Just bringing the chin away from the chest, opening up that chest, holding the hands. Really good. I can see a lot of knees and torsos, but I actually can't see any hands. So I'm trusting that you're all holding your hands 2 inches off the floor, almost there. We're doing good in the room here. Okay, bringing them back down to the floor. Reaching up, extending those arms, extending the elbows. Okay, releasing the pose. Let your strap go, bringing your hands down to the side. You could bring your bolster underneath your head once again. Bringing your arms, your hands interlocking, your fingers underneath your bolster or your head. Good. And then let the feet onto the edges of your mat. So bring the knees straight. Yeah. Coming back into resting pose. Just close your eyes here just for a minute, letting the work sink in. Okay. Changing the interlocking of the fingers. Letting everything go. All the effort. Okay, so you're going to release the arms, bringing the bolster once again to the side, or you could push it above your head. And then grab your block, bend your knees, bring the feet flat on the floor. And you're going to bring your block. You might have to look, we'll see how good my descriptions are here. So you're going to bring it lengthways, your block, holding onto your block. so that your thumbs, you're looking at your thumbs. Okay, so like a shoebox, like you're holding a shoebox, and your hands are on the side, so the fingers are towards the ceiling. And when you're looking up at your block, you can see your thumbs. So squeezing the sides of your block. Good. Okay, have the flat side, the biggest flat side towards the ceiling. So you're looking at the back of your thumbs. Yeah, Chris. Hold on to the sides. Good. So the fingers are wrapping around to the top. So your fingers, the 4 fingers are towards the ceiling. And the thumb is on the bottom side, so that when you're looking up at your, good. Perfect. Now squeeze the block on the sides. And some of you have smaller hands, so it might be a little bit harder. Okay. So you're holding the block, squeezing the block. Thumbs are in the center. Try and get that bend out of the elbows, holding the block towards the ceiling, bringing the hands, bringing the arms straight. Don't let them go towards your head or the floor. So the arms are straight towards the ceiling. Pushing it up towards the ceiling. Okay, very slowly, you're going to bring your block above the head towards the floor, but don't come all the way to the floor. I didn't say that quick enough. Don't bring your block all the way to the floor. You're going to come down 2 inches off the floor, holding it up. Yeah. I really wish I could see you guys. Yeah. I could hear blocks hitting the floor in the room though. Okay, 2 inches off the floor. Engage those muscles. Engage the abs. Arms are straight. 2 inches off the floor. Staying right here, hovering. Engaging the whole torso. Really good, you guys. Awesome. Okay, now bringing the block back up above the head. Keeping the hands on the side. You're still squeezing that block. Now pushing that block towards the ceiling. So the arms are going to come away from the floor, away from the shoulders. Good, Jamie. Pushing the block towards the ceiling, squeezing the sides of your block. Okay, now bringing the block above the head once again. This time you could bring the 4 corners of the block all the way down to the floor. So it's going to be, yeah, just coming all the way down. So you have the short side, the long short side on the floor. Yeah, try and get all 4 corners touching. So you might have to scoot, change the angle of your wrist to try and get the 4 corners. Just imagine the 4 corners touching the floor. If your bolster is above your head, maybe you're touching the bolster instead. That's okay. And just feel that the 4 corners are touching the floor here. Sometimes it's hard, we can't see, so we have to imagine them. Feel the 4 corners touching rather than just the edge. So move the block around, making sure that you have it touching the floor. Reaching up, pushing the shoulders away from the torso. Okay, so keeping the 4 corners of the block and your arms above. Bring that right leg towards the ceiling. So keeping the left leg bent, yeah, extending the heel towards the ceiling. So in this pose, it's a little bit different. You're going to relax the foot. So relax the right foot, straighten the leg as much as you can. Now contract the right thigh. It's really difficult. So when you contract that thigh, your foot tends to flex. So try and relax the foot. Imagine the muscles squeezing the bone inside the leg. So contracting that right leg, relaxing the right foot. Your hands are still holding onto the block above your head. And straighten the knee. And shaking here is really normal. Contracting that right thigh. So engaging the muscles. Squeezing that bone. Good, you guys. You look amazing. Try and get that bend out of the right knee as much as you can. And breathing into the pose. There's a lot going on here. It's almost like we're a little lever system. Okay, bringing that leg down, the right leg down to meet the left. And now bring the left leg up, keeping the hands where they are still. So the left leg goes towards the ceiling, extending the knee. And the foot is relaxed. The left foot is relaxed, and contract that left thigh. Good. Really good. Just imagine the muscles squeezing the bone inside the leg. Arms are reaching up, squeezing your block. Really good. Okay, bringing that left leg down, and then very slowly bringing the block towards the ceiling once again. And then bring your hands, so move the block when it's above your head to sort of the sides. So bring the block down. So move your hands to the sides, yeah. So it's long lengthways. Good. Michelle, I don't know if you guys could see, but have the flat side, the long flat sides towards the ceiling. Perfect. So once again, the thumbs are on the inside towards your face, and the forefingers are on the outside. So Chris, move your block almost like now you're looking at it like a tower above your head. So you want your hands to the skinnier side. Good, perfect. And now have the flat side facing the ceiling. Your forefingers are facing the ceiling, and the thumbs are towards your face. Good, you guys, perfect. Squeezing the side of the block. So it's in the center of the block here. Your hands are in the center of the block. Really good. Squeezing the sides. Okay, slowly, your elbows are extended. You're going to bring the block all the way down to the floor this time. So no hovering. So bring the four edges of your block to the floor. You might have to bring the bottom towards your head. So that bottom, imagine that bottom edge that's on the side of your head. Use your fingers to bring that side, that bottom edge towards your head. And that will help you bring the four edges of the block. If you want to feel the bottom of your block to see if all the edges are touching, you could do that. Yeah, bring the block towards your head, the bottom. I know, it's really weird. It's kind of like part of this practice here is using your imagination and feeling, instead of you're feeling those four edges on the floor. Now bring the right leg up. So the four edges of the block are touching. The foot is relaxed, the thigh is contracted. And now move the hands down to the bottom of your block. Keep the block where it is, but you're just sliding your hands. So the thumb, the pointer finger, it's like towards the bottom. So feel the difference in the shoulders here. It's going to bring a little bit of a deeper work into the shoulders as you move your hands down the block towards the floor. So the sides of the fingers that are closest to the floor, touching the floor. Good, you guys. The right leg is up. You're relaxing that right foot, but contracting the right thigh. Elbows are extended. Really good. Knee is straight. Okay, bringing the right leg to meet the left, keeping the arms where they are. Bring the left leg up towards the ceiling, relaxing the foot. Contract the left thigh. Just feel the muscles engaging. Really good, you guys. Okay, bringing that left leg down. And then slowly bringing the block all the way up. And if you want, you could put the block down towards your feet, because you're going to need your block towards your feet. Okay, bringing the hands. So keeping your head on the floor and your knees are bent. Bring your hands underneath your head. Yeah, interlocking your fingers underneath your head. And then bring your block with your feet, and you might need to grab it and put it down between your feet. That's okay. But try and bring the block between your feet, okay? And then you're going to have it lengthwise, the largest area touching the floor, okay? And then bring the block between your feet. And now pull the block as close as you can, coming into Supa Bhattachanasana. Your knees are going to drop to the sides. Yes, perfect. So it's like the shoebox position of the block. Yeah, so you have the soles of the feet touching the sides of your block, okay? Bringing the toes around the edges of the block, pulling the block towards the torso. Let the knees fall to the side. Close your eyes down. And just feel the work here. So your abs are relaxed, and just let the weight of your knees fall to the sides. Breathing into the pose. You change the interlocking of the fingers here, and then pull the block even closer towards the torso. This may cause a little bit of cramping. Michelle. I swear I said that before I looked over at her. she's having a cramp and her legs in the air. She's doing a good job. She gets a gold star today. And find that cramp. Okay, really good, you guys. This class goes over a lot of stuff, so we're very busy. Okay, so you're going to release the block, bring your feet flat on the floor, slowly releasing the hands, and then come to lay on one side, letting the back readjust. And then when you're ready, come to a seated position. And then you're going to bring your bolster to the back of your mat, sort of in the middle, like I have it. Or you could, bring it a little bit off your mat though. And then come to a seated position on your mat. Now, you're going to come into a straddle here, but this is a gentle sensation. So the point of this pose is not to open up the groin so you're having a lot of sensation here. Just come to where you feel a mild sensation, okay, but it's not significant. So you just want to Bring your legs open so you have a mild opening here, a mild sensation, not strong. Okay, and then you're going to bring your hand to the center of your right where the navel is, okay, to the center, your right hand, and then going clockwise, bringing the thumb to the opposite direction. So you're going to turn the wrist all the way around, okay, and then as much as you can, everybody's going to be different here. So the middle finger is going to be pointing towards the navel. The thumb is going towards that right foot. Okay, we're doing a little bit of a hand work here. Now using your left hand, you could spread your fingers apart. Using your left hand, move the fingers where you want them to go. And then I'm going to bring my hand a little bit closer, and a little bit farther out. So if you bring it a little bit closer towards the bolster, it's a little bit easier to get that wrist all the way down, okay? So some of you, that's not going to be an option, bringing the wrist all the way to the floor, and that's okay. You're just going towards that direction, using your hand to press the fingers down. So use the left hand to press the fingers down. And the wrist is coming down towards the floor. Okay, so the back of the arm and the wrist is facing the center of the room, away from the torso. And if you need a little bit more, not feeling this too much, you can move the hand away, a little bit away from the bolster, and also use your left hand to press the back of the hand down towards your mat. Just feel the opening here in the wrist, in the back of the arm, the thumb, the fingers, pressing the fingers towards your mat. Your feet are just hanging out. And if we were in class together, we would all be chatting right now. But instead, I hope you guys are practicing with your puppy dogs or somebody else. Kitty cats, maybe. My kitty cat will come and like sit on my hand in this pose. Okay, releasing the hand up, shaking it out. You can bring your right hand onto the right thigh. Just let it sit there for a minute. Feel the sensation, the blood coming back. Okay, and then you're going to bring your left hand, the same thing, but you're going to go anti-clockwise. So bringing the hand to the center and then moving the thumb towards the left foot. Okay, so the thumb's coming out, the back of the hands towards the center of the room, and then bring the fingers, so that middle finger is going towards the torso, towards the navel. So you're centering the hand. So we're not coming to the left or the right, the center. So the middle finger is going towards the navel. And now use your right hand to sort of spread your fingers out, get that thumb, like sometimes your thumb gets stuck. Use your other hand to unstick it. Is that right? Michelle says I'm making up words. Welcome to my world. Okay, and then press your hand down. Opening up the wrist, the forearm, all the way up into the shoulder. Pressing the fingers down using the right hand. And you just have that gentle sensation in the groin. Really good, you guys. Thank you for turning your cameras on. It's so helpful to us in the studio. Okay, releasing that left hand. You can move your bolster to the side if you want. Otherwise, you're going to just come right into Sukhasana. So you're going to bring that right leg in front of the left, staying on your bolster. So the left leg is horizontal. The right leg is at an angle in front. That left heel is around about below that right knee. and the thighs are parallel, sort of making a box here, making sure your sit bones are nice and steady on your bolster. Then bring your chin to your chest. You're going to come all the way down, bringing the chest towards the thighs, letting the head go, just relaxing the head. The arms, the hands are in front of you. And just touch on those sensations. And feel the restrictions moving away from the body. So the arms are relaxed, the neck is relaxed. Just feel the torso melting into the lap, moving in that direction. And the chin comes up, uncoil the spine, coming out of this side, and then bring that left leg in front, the right leg in. So we're changing to the other side. Once again, bringing the chin to the chest and then curve the spine forward, coming into Sukhasana with the left leg in front. Good. Just let all the work move through the body. Bringing the tension out of the neck and the shoulders. Just letting that go completely. And uncoiling the spine, bringing your bolster to the end of your mat. Come to lay on your mat, finding the most comfortable position. If it's there for you, bringing your hands, interlocking your fingers underneath your head or your bolster. If that's too much on the shoulders, you could just bring your hands to the sides of the torso, letting the legs release all the way to the ends of your mat. And closing your eyes down. Coming into the last pose of the class, Shavasana. So for those of you at home, I really encourage you to stay in this pose for as long as you can, letting the work sink in. It's the most important pose of the class. We're going to begin to wake up the body by releasing. Maybe reaching up above the head, taking that one last stretch. And curling your wrists and your ankles. Moving the other way. And come to lay on one side when you're ready, staying there just for a minute. Letting the lower back ease. Letting all of the work sink in to every cell in your body. When you're ready, coming to a seated position, either on your bolster or on the floor, we could close our eyes down, bringing the thumbs to the center chest, acknowledging one another, grateful for this practice, grateful that we're able to share in this community. Bringing the thumbs to the forehead central, we bow our heads and simply say, Namaste. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, everybody out at home. Thanks, Michelle. Thanks, Uncle Butchie, for being here in the class. Have a really great rest of your day, everybody, and a really safe and hopefully wonderful weekend. See you soon.